If you or someone you know is interested in obtaining a Tefl or a TESOL certification, Guys with Games has become affiliate partners with ITTT and can offer you a 15% discount on any and all coursework through this well-respected institution. For more information, check out the links in the description or watch our video description here.
Hi again, I'm Carson from Guys with Games, and today I'm going to talk about the benefits of doing origami in the ESL or EFL classroom. First, I think that origami is relaxing and it can be creative, but also it's a great chance for you to allow your students to have some listening practice, especially when they're learning the different types of sentences. I mean, we hear declarative and interrogative sentences almost all the time. That's what the main focus of English class is based on. But when they start learning about imperative sentences, directions or commands, something that you might read in a manual of how to put something together, well, it's new to them. And so how do they get practice doing that? Well, we could do something where we're giving instructions to the kids. And we'll start with how to turn this origami paper. I'm not going to make a crane. I think most of the kids, my kids anyway, they know how to do this already, but I'm going to make a little dinosaur here. There are easier things to make than this. This is not the most difficult that I've come across or that I know how to do, but it's a good intermediate level thing. So let's learn how to make this little dinosaur guy. Okay, first we're going to choose a color of paper. I'm taking red this time. It's important to note that if you have paper like mine where one side is colored and the other is white, or there are two colors, you're going to want to start with the outside color that you want underneath. So this will be color down. I don't want my final product to be white, I want it to be red, so I'm putting red on the table. The first step in this medium level origami animal is to fold it in half like a book. Sometimes I'll tell my children, fold it in half like a hot dog bun, okay? And if they have trouble understanding, then I'll show them. But once they're done with that, then open it up, make this be flat, and we're gonna do it again, but the other side. So this will make a cross or a T in your paper. I remind them to press down hard, teach them how to do this, to make a strong crease with every fold that they do. So the kids will maybe they'll see you do this and they think they can make it go faster if they fold it in half and then fold it in half again. It would work, but I recommend that you don't do it that way. It makes it a lot more clean of a finished product if you do it step, open, by step, open, okay? The next step, so we've done one and then one. The next step is to turn it over. Now we're looking on the outside. And we're going to make a triangle fold. So we're folding it in half again by matching these two corners. If I remember correctly, the paper that I bought here is not a perfect square, but close enough, okay. There's one, and we're gonna do the same thing. Open it up and do the same fold the other way to make an X in our paper. So there we go. Once that's okay, the last time we're going to open it back to its original shape. Okay, the next thing you can tell the kids is it looks a little bit like a bowl, but I want it to look like a mountain. So take your finger and put it in the middle and pull slightly with your thumbs and it will pop, pop. Now it's a mountain. And you can grab it here and fold it in half like the hot dog bun, and I want you to push these two corners inward together so that we end up with this four-sided, almost three-dimensional diamond shape. Now this three-dimensional diamond shape is great, but it's not easy to work with, so we need to make it be flat. So I'll tell them to put 1, 2 pages together, 1, 2 pages together, put it down on your table, and press it down flat. Okay, so this is easy to work with, but we need to make sure at this moment that all the kids have their paper oriented the same way. And the way that we want to orient it is this way. It's really an important step. If somebody's working on it and it's a diamond this way, this way, this way, or this way, they're all going to have mixed results. And what we need to do is get the open side pointing away from the student. So I'm here, I'm pointing this away. I then, after I make sure everybody's oriented the same way, I'm going to fold one of these pages like the wing of a paper airplane. If they've never seen this before, you can say we're going to make some triangles. So fold it to the middle line, one and the other one page on this side together. Most of the students will have some working knowledge of how to make a paper airplane, unless they're very, very young. But if they're very, very young, I think this one might be too difficult for them anyway. So we've done one page and one page like this. We still have two more. Let's do the same thing, but turn it over and do it on the back side. So same thing, paper airplane triangles. One and two. There we go. And at that time, I'll ask everybody hold it up and let me see. It should look like an ice cream cone. Does yours look like an ice cream cone? What I'm really checking for is if they folded the open side or the singular side. And if they did it the other way, then I need to take it from them, fix it quickly. This needs to be folded, not this side. Okay, so now we have an ice cream cone. I want you to fold the ice cream triangle down on the corners, like this. Okay? And this one is really important. You need to press as hard as you can. There we go. Okay. I know that was hard work, but guess what? You're opening it again. And this time, this is maybe the most difficult step to explain to the students, but what they need to do is open these two pages, so 1, 2, and pull the open side apart. And I talk about this like it's a bird's mouth. You need to open the bird's mouth and keep going all the way up until it folds back down again into a diamond shape like this. Ta-da. Okay, so we have a diamond shape now. Press down and fix the lines. Okay, good job. I'll look and see if everyone knows how to do it. I might need to help them once, but they need to do this twice. So after I do it for them, I make sure they're watching me do it, and then I'll say, can you try one more time on this side? So let's watch it again. It's open the page, put your finger in the bird's mouth and keep pushing up until it folds back down into a diamond shape. And a few of them will still have some difficulty, so that's okay. I will help them. But there we go. Okay, once everyone is up to the same speed, everybody has the same shape, I'll tell them to pick it up and examine their paper. We can call these two little legs, and we have some arms here. And it looks a little bit like Batman. Okay, so 2 legs, and I want you to take one of these arms and fold it down. Fold it down. So now we have an arm and 2 legs. His head is here, and I want you to put his head down. So we're gonna look at this arm. This arm is important. Okay. So we have this diamond, and make sure they're working on the right side. It's this one. There's also a line here. There's a line from a fold we've done already. And what you need to do is have them match the side to that line. And fold it down like this. Okay? So this side is just resting on that middle line. And fold it. But you're going to open it up and do the same thing with this side. So So we're going to put this side also on that middle line, like this. Okay. If you open this again, now you can see there is an X that we've made here and here. This is really important. The next step is not easy to explain, but it's easy to do. We're going to hold the paper like this, and I'm going to twist it in like this. So now we're working on almost like a third dimension here. But it needs to return to a flat piece of paper that we can work on. So you're just kind of pushing the two sides together, and we're pulling this flat so that it ends up looking like a 7. Is it this way? I don't know. Okay, 7. So if the kids are having trouble, stop and help them fix it. But it should look like a 7. If you want to have them double check, you should see 1, 2, 3 pages here, I guess we could call them, and one pointy one here. And so at this time, I'm going to start describing this like it's a bird. So here is the bird's tail, here is the bird's neck, and the body. We want to give the neck a head, and the head is going to look this way. So how can we do that? We can fold there's no specific spot. I want it to still have some neck, and fold it so that it's looking kind of parallel to its back. So if it's flat, that's what it looks like. Also, a dinosaur and a bird don't look exactly the same. A dinosaur doesn't have a beak. Well, most of them didn't anyway. And so we're going to make this kind of squared off. So then you just take a little spot, maybe there, and fold it back like this. Okay, looks kind of silly right now, but we're going to hide all of these things, and I'll show you how. We have our folds here and here, and I'm going to make this be one tall neck again. Next, you need to open this up, so like a little pocket, and put your finger behind or in the middle of their neck, the neck there. And what we need to do is fold this over. Fold it over. So if you can see, like this. Folding it over, and then we're pushing it flat again. Okay? So now the neck is between the head. You see? All right. And we can do the same thing with the beak. We can just kind of tuck it under. Tuck it under. And then squish it together. So now it's looking a little bit more like a dinosaur's head. And these are the dinosaur's little arms. There's only one piece here. So we need to kind of trick our eye. So what we do is find the middle, if you want to say, like split his rib cage open here. You're just going to open it up enough to kind of bend this down with your thumb. And you're going to push it together in a way that lets his hands kind of stick out like this. Rah. Okay, so what are we working on? We're working on a short-armed dinosaur, maybe like a T-Rex, something like that. Okay, so we've got our hands, we've got our head and our neck, and we have a tail, but that doesn't really look like a dinosaur. So what we need to do is take one page and push it forward. We can do it on the other side. I like to do them one at a time, but you push it all the way forward. It's connected here. Now it looks like a big sailboat. And I'm going to fold this one down the middle, like this. Okay? So, when you do that, it will make this little crease here. You have it. You must press very hard. What we're going to do is open this up, And under, on the bottom of the boat, you can get your finger or use a pencil to go into the middle of this page. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to reverse fold it and open it up, and it will look like a kite, like this. And here we go. And you can fold this side back. Now he has a nice thick leg. We need to do the same thing on the other side. Let me show you that. First step is push forward, fold it down, open it back up, go in the middle, stick your finger there, and we're going to fold the kite shape and fold this back. There we have his tail and 2 legs, but he can't really stand up. I guess you could stop there if the kids are really struggling. But there is a way to make feet and he'll stand up, so let me show you that. It's a 2-part fold. You're going to want to do it this way, something like this. And then his feet can come back, and you're going to want to make them roughly parallel with the tail, roughly. This can be adjusted later. And then you turn them over and you match the same fold as nearly as you can on the other side. Now for even the intermediate kids, that would be enough. You could get them to stand up, and there he is. But it still tends to fall down and get sloppy, and there's a much nicer finished product that you can do. So it's the same reverse fold that you've done now multiple times. We'll make this triangle be flat. We'll open it in the middle, and we can push this back. The folds are there, you're just reversing one of them, and what you're ending up with is everything centered. And then we do the same thing with the feet. Feet folds are already there. We're just reversing it. And now his feet are in the middle of his leg, like that. So we want to do that twice. Let's do the other side. First make it to be straight, and then open. Reverse fold it back. And then bring his foot forward again. And he has 2 nice feet, and everything is in the center of gravity. You can stand up easily on the table, and finished. So congratulations if you get your kids to get something that resembles this. They'll probably want to draw eyes and a mouth on it, and that's fine. And that's basically it. You've used a creative and calming art form to practice, not only listening practice, but also following instructions. And so the next thing that you could do, that was my example. You might say, your homework now is to think of something that you know how to do. And I'm going to ask you to do a writing assignment. So your writing assignment now, just like you saw me telling you how to fold this dinosaur, the dinosaur we folded, I want you to think of something you know how to do. And we're going to do a writing assignment. So how to what? How to make a sandwich, how to play whatever game, Pokemon. And I will have them write down step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and write imperative sentences to practice. And in my opinion, this is a good introduction and a good follow-up activity for this type of learning. Anyway, thanks. We'll see you again next week, and have a nice day.